Hola, hello, welcome. I am Christina and I haven't posted in a long time. So yeah, life has been lifing. It's, you know, stuff is happening. Yeah. So today, I have everything written down and all. This is VR to Angel from Feeding My Soul. This is the 12 decks tag. And she says there are no rules except that you have to show 12 decks. So here I am with, yeah, 12. So let's get started. The first prompt is 3 decks you felt called to use as soon as you received them and why. So I like to use the decks that I receive immediately, as in like pull a few cards. I sometimes read for my roommate, so and for myself mostly, but at the beginning of receiving a deck, I like to shuffle it and see what the cards say. So the first one that happened with was the Into the Void. I have the box right here. Into the Void, a Black Cat Tarot. And that happened because this deck is heckin' cute. Okay? Is this focusing? Aha! Now it's focusing. So it's just freaking adorable. Look at the cat and the chariot with the wheels and everything. So yeah, this was a cute addition to my collection. It's my first cat tarot, and I think my only cat tarot at the moment. But I feel like it has the spunk and the attitude of a cat, and I don't know, I just like it. And it's like, can you hear that? It's very pleasant to shuffle. So the second deck that I'm gonna mention is the Cracked Amethyst Tarot. I just received this one yesterday and I love the feeling of it, and I just want to shuffle it and use it a lot. But it feels like a deck that I need quiet for to be able to use it, because I don't know, it feels like, oh man. Speaking about cats, mine is in her litter box, which is right there. So if you hear carving, like rustling, that's her. And now she's out. Okay. And she's coming over here. Okay then. Am I in focus? There we go. So yeah, it feels both quiet and noisy. The type of quiet when you're out in nature, or when you're at home alone with your cat. So yeah, it's the feel of it. This doesn't have such a swoosh sound as the other one, but it's rose petal finish, and the deck, the edges are like matte silver, and I don't know, it's just like, it feels fancy. It feels so fancy. Now the third deck that I'm gonna mention, and the ones that I have to use immediately after receiving them, is a bit of a, not a cop-out, but it's technically a deck. I mean, it is a deck. It's a tarot deck that I made. It's el Tarot del Encanto. Hold on. There. This is the first time I'm showing it in camera, so you get to peek into the cards. And this is the box. This is the prototype that I made with MakePlayingCards.com. As you can see, the box is a bit beat up because I've had it in my purse this whole time. So yeah. So these are the backs. And then these are the cards. They're out of order. I'll do another flip through when the cards, with the cards in order, so you can see them all. But yeah, this is the Fool, Three of Pentacles, Death, the Hanged Man, Five of Cups, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. So yeah, it has this bendy cardstock that I'm liking, but I don't know. I kind of want it to be a bit heftier. Right now it's like a thin boy, the deck. So I think that's because of the cardstock that MakePlayingCards.com uses. But yeah, I wanted to use this one because it's the one that I created. It's the deck that I painted. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oh. Ah. This one. This is the tower. It's a hurricane. So yeah, it's just, it's the deck that I made. So obviously I had to use it, and oh man, my glasses are dirty. Now I can't see. So yeah, this is a deck that I am very proud of having, because I made it. Oh man. Okay, yeah, moving right along. The decks, prompt number 2, it is 3 decks in your collection that you've not felt cause to use lately, and why. I kind of tweaked this one because it says 3 decks. Originally the prompt is 3 decks in your collection that you've never felt cause to use, and why. But I've used all my decks at some point or another, so that's why I made a little change to the prompt so that it's more accurate to what I experienced. So the first one, oh great, I changed it. Did I? I'm gonna start with this one. The Mystical Forest Tarot card. I like it. I like the art. It's very beautiful. But this is one of those situations where you have a box with a drawer in it, with a book, and another box. So it's a bit annoying to be able to take out the deck and use it. Second, it's a hefty boy. I really like the backs. Here's the moon. The thing with this one is that the major arcana look amazing, and yeah, they are great. They work perfectly. It's just the minor arcana. They are mainly like pips with animals in them, and you don't necessarily get a correlation between the animal and the card itself in the book. So I find that a bit of a missed opportunity. Also, these are mostly animals that are native to South America, I think, because the artist is Brazilian, I think. Don't quote me. So that is the Mystical Forest Tarot. Next is Tarot of the Spirit. I think I'm missing one. Oh man. Next one is the Tarot of the Spirit, and these are the backs. It's just very abstract, and I'm like, it has a lot to do with the Tree of Life and the Kabbalah, and it has like Thoth undertones, more Thoth than Rider-Waite-Smith. The minors are all pips, like in the Thoth tarot. So yeah, I don't know. It's just I try to use it, but I just don't get it. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, 9, 10, 11. I'm missing one deck. I'll be right back. Okay, hello, I'm back. So third deck that I don't feel called to use anymore is the Shadowscape Tarot. And that's because this was my first deck. This was my first deck, and I used it a lot for like about a year or so. Before I started my collection in 2013. So yeah, it's just dreamy and very tiny cards with a lot of details, and just bright and just I I love it. I like it. I should use it more, but I cut the edges off, so the shuffling might be a bit tricky, but I didn't do a bad job of trimming the deck, honestly. So yeah, let me take the Tarot of the Spirit out of the front. Now, third prompt. I keep looking at the screen above the camera when I should be looking at you. Anyways, I don't know how people do this. Anyway, yes, third prompt. Third prompt. 3 decks in your collection that you want to do a deep study with, and why. First deck that I want to do a deep study with is the Telos Tarot of 777. This deck, I got it at the Kickstarter, and I've already shuffled it, so it's all out of order. But it's so intricate, and it feels magical. It feels like ready for ceremony or something. It's just really cool, and it's based on the Thoth, and I don't know much about the Thoth, but a friend of mine keeps saying that the Thoth is not that, it's not that deep. Or no, and not that it's not that deep. It's just that it's easier to understand than what people usually believe. So yeah, I'm going with that, and I'll be trying to work with this deck, hopefully, eventually. It has to do with astrology, the decans, and all of that. And I don't know zilch. I know nothing about that. So I guess this is just yeah. It feels like a deck that merits a deep study. And it comes with a little book. So, I don't know. I want to play with this one more. And then we have the Sun and Moon Tarot. This is a deck that I had before, in like 2018. But then I trimmed it and I didn't like the trim job, and I gifted it, or I sold it. And then I was missing it a lot, because this deck felt like an old friend, even though it has a combination of both Thoth in the major arcana and Rider-Waite-Smith in the minor arcana. So, and then the court cards are very Thoth-like. So yeah, it's a deck that I just want to use it, and it feels, I don't know, the figures feel friendly, and even though that's the Five of Wands. Hold on, there we go. The figures feel accessible to me. Nah. So yeah. And then finally, another deep study would be the Tarot del Fuego by Ricardo Caballo. Ricardo. This is so tiny. It's such a cute deck. It's from Fournier. Oh man. And it's very fiery. It's Tarot del Fuego. It's meant to be fiery. But it's also quite violent in the imagery. In a lot of the imagery. It has a lot of blood and knives and cut off pieces of body parts and just fire everywhere. And I don't know, I find it very interesting and intriguing, and I want to use it more, and I want to be able to understand it, because it has a lot of, I don't know, it has a lot of color. Oh man, come on. It has a lot of color, and I don't even know how to hold this anymore. I tried to find my tripod. I couldn't find it. So you're stuck with me instead of a top-down view. Sorry if it's not good. I haven't done this in a while, so like this. Look at this. Eight of Wands. It has a castle, and the wands are like tied up around the castle turrets, and there's lightning coming in from a dark sky with eyes in the clouds, and it's just weird, man. So I wanna be able to understand this deck, and for that I think I need to throw away the little white book that came with it, and throw away my understanding of traditional tarot, because it's not a traditional tarot. Yeah. And then finally, I have 3 decks that you want to use before the end of the year, and I have 3 awesome decks here. This one is my copy of the Thoth Tarot. It's in this cool box with the old looking logo. But then the cards are weird. They're huge. Big cards. They don't have the border, which I like. and then they have the title down at the bottom and translations at the top and side. Translations for the name in Spanish, French, and German, and then English in the bottom. I don't need to show this one. Everybody's seen this. Well, most everybody. If you're new to tarot, this is the Thoth Tarot. This is another system along with the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Marseille Tarot, where you can just see into the future. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, second to last deck is the Squid Cake Marseille. I don't necessarily need to show this one as well, because everyone and their grandmother has seen this one. Just everybody's like, oh my god, it's so cute. And it is cute. It is very cute. It has pink edges and little blue people and Marseille style pips. And I want to learn how to read this because it looks very straightforward. And people have been raving about the book, so I am intrigued and I want to learn. I mean, hold on. Yep. And finally, the last deck that I want to use before the end of the year. And use as in more than just 1 week. I am taking it as, because I've used already all of these decks. It's just, this is the Renowned Artist Tarot. This was a Kickstarter. By the way, if anybody else has this deck, do you also have these characters in the back of the box? I don't know if that's normal, if it's supposed to be there. I don't think it's supposed to be there. But I haven't contacted the artist to ask, because the box is fine otherwise. The cards are fine. So I don't want to be that one person that is like, this isn't perfect, meh, meh, meh. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, the Renowned Artist Tarot. This is a deck where every card has a different artist, a different renowned artist, and they are from all around the world, and it's just cute. There are no Puerto Rican artists, so I'm like, tear. But there are Mexican artists, because Frida Kahlo is in here, and Diego Rivera, and there's Los Tres Grandes, and I don't know. It's just a lot of fun, and you have every card has a different artist, and the title of the card down here, the artist of the in the card is up here. In the minor arcana, hold on. And of course now I get court cards and majors. In the minor arcana, the Roman numeral is here, and then the name of the artist is down here. And then for court cards, come on, we have Keith Haring as the Knight of Swords, and you have the title of the court card and then the name of the artist up here. I guess it's appearing reversed in the viewfinder, in the camera. But yeah, it's just, and they have a good amount of women artists as well, and it's just, hold on. Oh, Basquiat. Oh man, come on. So yeah, it's just a good one, and I'm excited to use it, and I'm excited to learn what the artist put in the book. Now, one thing that I'm like, could have been better, is the back of the cards. The artist explains in the book that it's because that they love Cardcaptor Sakura. They wanted to have that in their project, which I appreciate, but it's also like, it doesn't really go with the aesthetic of the deck, the aesthetic of the front of the cards. So I'm just like, there's a disconnect here. But this isn't my project, so it is what they wanted to do, and I can appreciate that and respect it. So yeah, I have a mess in front of me and around me, so I'm gonna put away all the decks that I took out from my bookshelf and make myself some dinner. Yeah. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about my deck. The little that you were able to see. And I'll make a video about it later. Showing the cards and showing more or less the process of what I'm doing, as I still have to write the guidebook. So I'm just slowly but surely completing the project as I go along. So yeah, I will see you later. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a mess, so I'm not gonna apologize. Deal with it. Yeah, bye.